Hello. Are you looking for all the evidence analysis that you need when writing about the theme of cruelty within A Christmas Carol? Well, look no further. The aim of this video is to provide you with all the information you need to help you achieve the very highest marks when being asked to explore cruelty in a novella. What we'll do now is run through a plethora of key quotes and analysis which you can include. So let's begin. "They are man's," said the spirits, looking down upon them, "and they cling to me, appealing from their fathers. This boy is ignorance, this girl is want. Beware them both, and all of their degree. But most of all beware this boy, for on his brow I see that written which is doom, unless the writing be erased. Deny it," cried the spirits, stretching out his hand toward the city. "Slander those who tell it ye, omit it for your fractious purposes, and make it worse, and bide the end." So this is another of Dickens' messages to his reader, which is about beware ignoring the fate of the poor and their needs. The reference to doom highlights that if society does not help the less fortunate, then disaster will befall society. "Slander those who tell it ye." This exclamatory sentence highlights the strong sentiment of the character at Dickens that we must stop individuals who try to say poverty is always the fault of the poor person. Bob Cratchit is proof that this is not the case. Scrooge, a squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous old sinner, hard and sharp as flint, from which no steel ever struck out generous fire, secret and self-contained, and solitary as an oyster. Dickens presents the figure as entirely negative, so that the reader understands that to act the way Scrooge does is the opposite way we should behave towards others. Hard and sharp as flint, this simile suggests that not only is the character dangerous, to others, but that he creates sparks when near others in a negative manner. The simile solitary as an oyster highlights that the character has an ugly exterior, but an oyster creates pearls, a symbol of purity. Even the character Scrooge contains a pearl within him. This is Dickens' message. We can all change for the better, even the highly negative Scrooge. "I am as light as a feather. I am as happy as an angel. I am as merry as a schoolboy. I am as giddy as a drunken man. A Merry Christmas to everybody. A Happy New Year to you all. Hello there. Woo, hello." Scrooge realizes the true value of sharing and being less cruel and generous, embodied in the Christmas spirit. The change is now complete when comparing a character to the original list of negative adjectives used to describe the figure. Light as a feather, the image demonstrates the character is free from heavy burden, the chains that Marley must wear, for instance. It is also a reference to Egyptian mythology. The heart of a dead individual was weighed, and if it weighed more than a feather, because the individual had sinned, the person would go to hell. The use of the positive language, such as merry and happy, highlights how the figure is now a positive individual. To all the world, the use of this inclusive language contrasts the singular language used by Scrooge earlier in the novel. He is less cruel because he's now more inclusive. "When did he die?" inquired another. "Last night, I believe." This is the end of it, you see. He frightened everyone away from him when he was alive, to profit us when he was dead. Ha, ha, ha. Those who live with profit as their guiding principle will surely be neglected or profited on in their deaths. Again, highlighting that cruelty creates a cruel death. The adjective monstrous highlights an impression of a character who is akin to Scrooge. He is another negative example of the selfish image Dickens has created of Scrooge. Laughing at the death of Scrooge would shock the reader. No one wishes to be disrespected in death, so this acts as a warning to the reader. So thank you. There's some excellent analysis and evidence that you should be using. Practice now, please, using it in your work. Thank you very much.